What's up, guys? It's Dunn.
And Drew.
Make sure y'all subscribe.
And also click the bell to get notifications for right when we upload new videos.
Dunn and Drew, baby. What if I told you everyone, even you, tore their ACL? That after he knocked the players out, he knocked the power out? What if I told you he wasn't home alone? That they were so bad, even the fake Philly fans booed them.
Fourth down will bring the punt team back on for the Eagles. John Johnson out there in the coverage.
That it'd take the greatest chokers in the league and the fanciest fucking onside kick I've ever seen for them to orchestrate the greatest comeback in franchise history. What if I told you you can take the Redskins out of the name, but you can't take it out of the football team? Dunn and Drew's critically acclaimed Dirty for 30, presented by Manscaped. Welcome, everybody.
Hurry up.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 153. It's September 21st, probably the 22nd. It is officially Halloween Oreo season.
No, the fuck it isn't.
The Jaguars did not win their game last Sunday, so Eric and I do not take a shot. But if your team did, you either take one or two shots, depending on where you are at in the season. Feel free, Snapchat us, Instagram, Twitter. Show us you're taking a shot. I would say take it in the koozie, the Dunn and Drew koozie, but it's a little big for a shot. We are currently watching Saints Raiders. I picked the Raiders to win this game outright. They're still moving the ball. They're down 7-17 in the second quarter.
It's over.
It's over? Okay.
Yeah. Saints are winning.
All right.
Relax. The Raiders.
Shut up. It's the new
Why are you Chris
city.
Berman? The Raiders. The new city. Like, that makes them a better football team. They lost to the Jags last year. They didn't get magically better overnight.
Sometimes your takes make no fucking sense. Football offseason isn't overnight. There's a draft and free agency. What you mean?
Nigga, I didn't mean literally. Don't take me literally. Fuck. You know what I meant. The Raiders ain't fucking a dynasty now. Next year. The next season over. Fuck. Allegiant
Sorry, I'm
Stadium.
literal.
Allegiant.
I'm
Trash airline.
I'm still worn out from Sunday of football. That was so electric. Like Red Zone channel at the end of the 1 p.m. games. You had the end of the Jags-Titans game, Broncos-Steelers, Dolphins-Bills, and of course, we're getting into this later, Cowboys-Falcons.
Yes.
Especially me, because I was one of my teams. I was watching Jags-Titans on the TV. On my phone, I had Red Zone. Oh my goodness. It was such an epic Sunday afternoon. And at the end of Sundays, like football Sundays, I'm just worn out. Like at the end of this, after the games end, I look outside, the sun's going down. I'm like, where'd my day go? I'm kind of upset, but I'm also like, wow, I'm worn out because I went through this emotional roller coaster all day long. You wait all week for Sunday. It's there. It goes by like that. And you just are left me anyway, worn out. So let's sorry, how are you?
All right, same shit. Nothing new over here. When there is, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Fuck.
Touchdown Raiders, let's go.
Oh, maybe they will win. Yeah. Yeah, I don't feel worn out on Sundays. I love just laying around, lounging, watching football all day. But I'll get to finally enjoy it this Sunday because the Jags play Thursday. So I won't have to sit in my chair in front of my iPad camera for 3 hours. So that'll be great. I actually get to relax on Sunday.
Is that it?
I thought you were texting me that my mic was fucked up. I was about to be like, all right, I'm not doing this today.
Yeah, sorry, I was just on my phone. Hey, let's do quick NFL. Let's do quick team rankings off the dome. No looking at logos. Sorry for springing this on you. No looking at logos. It's 32. Give me the Jets.
We're gonna repeat somebody? I'm sure we're not gonna remember. We're not gonna remember who we took.
Then I'll write it in.
Yes, write it. Ooh, sweating already. Why this segment got me nervous. Jets. Let me go 31. Give me Falcons.
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 Jeez.
Put them on that bitch. I ain't never seen that shit in my life.
30. Give me the
Jags are one.
What teams are in the league? NFC.
What you mean? What teams are in the league? You just watched a fucking weekend of football.
But I can't look at the logos. Giants.
Respectable.
They just lost Saquon.
29.
Yes.
Throw Lions on that bitch.
Oh yes, for sure. 28. Let's go with Vikings.
Hella listeners getting offended.
Yeah, Vikings. 28. You never saw that one coming. Beginning of the season.
Damn, who lost? Fuck.
Just who lost this
Give
week.
me Eagles. Give me Eagles. 27. Carson Wentz, old bum ass boy. We're almost done.
Holy fuck. Real quick, a little interjection with some Adam Schefter news. NFL fined 3 head coaches. Denver's Vic Fangio, Seattle's Pete Carroll, and San Fran's Kyle Shanahan $100,000 for them not wearing their masks on Sunday. And then each of their teams another $250,000. Roger Goodell is in his bag.
Jesus Christ.
That's $1 million because these coaches who are outside. You know, it's just kind of for looks. It's kind of like a PR thing. It's got to be because they're on the sideline. Everyone gets tested. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they had a bunch of positives. It's like the NBA. The whole bubble was negative, but you know there was still some people on the sidelines wearing their masks. But it was weird because I didn't know if it was required in the NBA, but in the NFL, I guess it is. $100K fine.
That is insane. Anyway, 26.
Yes.
Oh, it's me. You said Eagles. I got to go. Oh, let's stay in the division. Let's go Redskins. That win versus Eagles a fluke, but they got to be ranked.
Should be a little lower. We
what
debate.
Do you mean higher or lower?
Man, whatever. Whichever one.
I don't know what it means. I don't know which way you mean. Closer to 1 or closer to
closer
32?
to 31.
Well, they can't. They beat the Eagles, so.
Did they? Oh, they did. Throw Broncos. Throw Broncos.
Broncos. Good one. That's a good one. I like that. A lot of injuries.
Hella injuries.
24 out of the Broncos. What teams do we have here? Oh, give me Texans.
Texans. Who are they?
Who knows?
Are they? We don't know.
Do they want to run? They don't want to pass. Clearly,
Why Houston don't have identity with their professional teams? Rockets, Texans, Astros, cheating.
Yo,
wake
Rockets
up.
and Texans, hella the same team. Like star power at the top, but they can't ever get there. Fill your team out, Houston.
Yeah, do something. 23.
Astros got an identity though. Frauds.
23. Give me Panthers. Give me Panthers off the dome.
Panthers, okay.
Panthers
off the dome. Thank you for clarifying. 22.
22 teams left.
Goodness. Can't believe we didn't do this yet. Dolphins.
You know, Fitzpatrick did look kind of nice out there, slinging the ball to Gesicki against the Bills. 21. Let me throw the Raiders there.
Raiders.
Yeah. They're not that great.
Oh, well, they just picked off Drew Brees.
Okay, maybe I'll save that pick.
Bro, Drew Brees, is he close to -2? If he gets -2
No.
points, I lose my fantasy.
Can he throw a
league.
touchdown to Jared Cook?
Okay, just making sure.
He's going to need like 100 interceptions.
21.
Nah, keep the
Oh, wait, you
Raiders.
did Raiders.
No, keep the Raiders there. Fuck it.
20.
Bums.
I mean, we are at 20. We're almost halfway. So,
They're in the middle of the pack.
Chargers.
Oh, that was going to be my next pick. It's going to be my next
Herbert,
pick.
nice.
Not a nice name, though.
And his audio came out again. This happens every episode, and it fucks up my editing. God damn it. So what happens is Eric's headset, his microphone comes undone, and it stops his recording.
Chill, nigga, I'm back. Fuck.
And his recording is chopped, and it means I am going to have a hell of a time editing it. Be up till midnight, probably. All right.
Bears.
Gotta make sure you know. Bears. Okay. Oh,
Is it because I hold it?
Bears, good one. I don't know. Probably you pull it out. Get a table. Shit.
Table in front of me. Bears are 2-0, but they ain't played nobody.
18.
I said over under 2 with the mic.
Oh, give me the Colts. Lost the Jaguars, beat the Vikings.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of divisions here.
This is a really good ranking.
NFC, North, South. Well, let me throw the... I don't even know who I'm about to pick. Give me the Rams right here.
Why?
Don't worry about it.
That is ridiculous. They just
Is
destroyed the Eagles, and then week
Eagles.
one,
The Eagles are 27.
and then week one they beat the Cowboys.
Okay.
Wow.
Cowboys were getting smacked by the Falcons, who we have at 31.
Wow.
Cowboys fluke.
Rams at 17. That's something else. Okay. Whatever. 16. 16. Do I do Niners? I'll do Niners.
You should do Niners. They're beat up now.
Yeah,
They should be a little lower.
Torn to shreds. I don't know.
I almost said Giants. Like, how we forget Giants? 15. Said Broncos. Yep. So Eagles, Giants. What the fuck?
What?
Oh, Jets are last.
Thought we forgot Jets.
I thought we forgot Jets.
Jets at 15.
Jets.
Gary V
Fuck.
pissed.
This is hard. Why is it hard? It's hard now.
Raiders about to win this game. I'm just letting you know.
Do I put the Bucks here? Bills?
I don't
They
know,
2-0 though?
but pick someone. We're still in the intro of the podcast.
I know. They'll listen. Fuck. It's hard now. I can't think of teams. I can't think of 15 teams in the NFL right now. Give me Bills.
Yikes.
They've played the Dolphins and Jets.
Give me Jaguars at 14.
Oh, if we're putting Jags there, then I'm putting the Titans right above us.
Read your
'Cause
mind.
those motherfuckers.
12. I'll do...
Why we even?
Give me the Pats.
Oh, fuck. This list is going to be fucked.
Actually,
Bengals.
Pats are much
Bengals.
higher. Oh,
Bengals.
fuck.
Joe Burrow, nice, though.
Okay. Okay. Can I redo Pats? I got to redo Pats. They're not 12. That's foolish of me. Bengals should be above.
Bengals are 12, though.
Oh, my God. Looks like we just swapped. Bengals are 12. And then I got 11 for the Bengals. NFC West, NFC Cardinals. God, the Cardinals are nice, though. I shouldn't have done that.
You shouldn't have, because now I have to put Browns here.
Oh my God, this is disgusting.
Browns at 10.
Browns a top 10 team? God, we're trash off the dome.
On the list. On paper. On paper.
9. Ah, fuck us. Steelers.
Browns and Bengals. I knew it was going to be somebody.
It might be more.
Are there 8 teams left? There's going to be some. There's going to be some 0-2 team in the top. Said Chargers. Said Chiefs. Steelers just did those. Oh man, give me Packers here.
That's foolish. They're top 3 in the league right now, but I digress. 7.
They are scoring a lot. It's off the dome. I'm not trying to take all the time here.
Bucks.
6. But that is 6. Who the fuck is left?
You got one team playing right now.
I want Patriots here.
Okay. I guess at 5 I'll do Saints.
God, you're taking the easy road out.
What am I gonna do? Put them high?
334. You're tanked.
4.
We sure we got a 32 teams here?
Yes. What'd you think? We're missing, like, we already named everyone. Come on, please.
Ravens.
Fuck. Are you kidding me?
What?
I'm sorry, Ravens fans. That was completely disrespectful. 3.
4?
3. I'll do Patriots.
You're welcome. We just said Patriots.
Oh, fuck.
That's 6.
3. I'll do Ravens. Come on, bro. They're clearly the best team in the league right now.
Come on.
Oh my God.
They play Texans and it's week 2.
Okay.
I got to go off their matchups.
We're doing this every other week, by the way.
Can you give them some games? Fuck.
Oh no.
I can't
No.
I can't think of the third team.
How this team top 3? Oh no. Cowboys.
Fuck.
You think the Ravens are better than the Cowboys are better than the Ravens?
Bitch.
You're trash.
I couldn't think of that third team. Give me Seahawks at 2.
Oh my God, they're clearly 1.
Mahomes still nice.
Chiefs at 1. Watch us miss, like we forgot a team, even though we like numbered it.
We probably did.
There's no way.
We got any doubles? Well, sorry for that extended intro, everybody. Welcome to the show.
All right, we got Kings of the Weekend. Let's start the show off right. Hit the music, Tommy.
We are the kings of this big back pussy. Tommy. Where you at, Tommy? So inactive.
It's very inactive in all.
He claims he's not. He claims he's not. I don't know why he keeps saying that. Like he be texting every day.
You know he come around though when the ad and Patreon money come through.
He's like, oh yeah, y'all niggas know we get paid today. Oh yeah, were you the first 4 weeks of the month?
Shout out to, this is a good one from Aaron Hott.
Who?
This is one of my favorite ones. Best Jags podcast that's not a Jags podcast. That's his title. He said, Dunn and Drew is everything you want in a sports podcast. The chemistry between Andy and Eric is something that can't be manufactured. They talk about sports, music, current events the same way you do with your friends, full of entertaining segments and inside jokes that you become a part of as the more you listen. Only a matter of time before this podcast blows up. Unless, of course, they get wiped out by the ghost of Irma. Aaron, this is the best review we have ever gotten. I
disagree.
I think it is perfectly sums up the podcast.
I did enjoy the review, but I don't think it's the best.
Shut up. I didn't
That's
enjoy
hilarious.
it. What are you eating? It's annoying.
Almonds. Come on, let me get a couple. Shit.
You stay eating those almonds. Surprised they don't sponsor us.
I DM'd them on Instagram. Haven't heard from them. Why they inactive?
Or they just don't give a fuck about your DM.
Or Tommy run the account.
Dead.
Oh, shots all episode.
Support for Dunn and Drew is brought to you by Manscaped, who's the best in below-the-waist grooming. When was the last time you could see behind your bushes, Eric?
Right now. Just recently trimmed them up, so...
I'm due for trimming. And look, the Raiders just tied the Saints. Let's go Raiders. I think the next time I'm in the shower, I might do it tonight after this podcast. I might take my Lawnmower 3.0 into the shower and do a little grooming myself.
You should.
So Manscaped has redesigned the electric trimmer. Engineering team over there spent 18 months perfecting the greatest ball hair trimmer ever created, and they just released that Lawnmower 3.0 that I was talking about. It's a third generation trimmer, features cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents, and thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology, don't think about stealing that. They trademarked it. Pioneered by Manscaped. They obsess over the technology developments to provide you the best tools for your grooming experience. They also only use the best ingredients for their formulations, as we talked about on the last podcast. PETA approves. When you trim the bushes, your tree stands taller. Listener of the show will get 20% off and free shipping. Use the code Dunn and Drew. No spaces at checkout. Manscaped.com. Manscaped.com. 20% off when you use Dunn and Drew. Okay, support is also brought to you by our Patreon. Patreon.com/Dunn and Drew for $5. You can join. You enter our Discord. Hey, bro, somebody gave us $25. We
$25.
Just before this, we got on to record. Someone joined our Patreon for a $25 pledge. I don't know if they know that that's monthly, so we'll see if they pick that. We'll see if they pick that bill up again next month when it comes rolling around
in 2 weeks.
But damn. Okay, Vegas, they got good cutaway shots of the Strip. Hey, I just realized Vegas versus Mardi Gras versus Bourbon Street. We got the Vegas Strip versus
not
Bourbon
a
Street
battle.
It's a good rivalry.
There's no rivalry there.
Vegas Strip versus Bourbon Street.
You been to either?
That. Been to Vegas, but I wasn't 21.
So you haven't been to Vegas, buddy.
So they're doing a concert on top of a hotel. So much better than the halftime show they do last year, where it was like pre-recorded. Like, what the fuck?
Hope there's not a guy shooting at them from the hotel room.
I mean, even this, no one in there, like everyone's muting this or they're on their phone. No one cares about this.
I don't even know who these guys are.
That just speaks to ESPN not having the talent to provide you a halftime show. You can't replace Boomer. Why don't you roll out Stephen A. Smith like they do for every show, round the clock? They roll that man out. No wonder he's so high paid.
Raiders! You're telling me the Raiders tied the New Orleans Saints?
So they roll this man out because he's their only personality to do every single show all day long. And they need him clearly for this one because they don't have no personalities for ESPN, for the NBA, for halftime. They should just stay with Van Gundy, Breen, and Mark Jackson for the halftime show. They should just stay with them and have them just, chit chat about the game. Anyway,
I don't even know where they find this talent to come on these halftime shows. They got the money to pay whoever they wanted, but I guess they gonna throw this no name band up on the screen. And sorry, if
I don't think it's the Killers, bro.
Who?
Let me see. What
I'm black. Who the fuck is the Killers? Somebody
come on, bro. It was only a kiss. It was only Mr. Brightside. You know Mr. Brightside. That shit comes on every time you go to Flagler Tavern in New Smyrna Beach. And all
I know it if I hear it. I don't know the band name.
The
Killers.
Mr. Brightside. Anyway, $5.
Every frat party's theme song.
Yes, $5 to join our Patreon bonus episode weekly. I might disclose on this Patreon episode coming up because I don't know. I might disclose how I just came out to my dad yesterday.
Well, we're all waiting.
We'll see. We'll see. I'll think about it. And I'm really only doing it so I can title the episode all caps. Came out to my dad, parentheses, reaction, exclamation point, exclamation point.
You know Connor's listening to this like, I know he's joking.
So we have a listener in our Snapchat group chat. We've been in the group chat for 3 years. And apparently Eric told me that he messaged him saying, yo, Andy's really gay. And I was like, where you been? I know because of the podcast it sounds like a joke, but surprise.
But he's MAGA, so you know those MAGA fucks don't really pay attention. I know I'm MAGA.
Whoa, did you see? Oh, it's a fly on the screen.
Get over your Raiders take. I know you want this to happen so bad, but maybe by the time we finish all of our reviews, the Raiders game will be over.
All right, I guess we can get into the sports officially.
Yes.
Oh wait, I see you're about to talk about NHL and MLB. You forgot to put in golf. We got to talk about our golf take. Last week we had a golf take about the U.S. Open. U.S. Open prediction. I said Tiger. You said Spieth, and I don't think either qualified.
Yeah, Spieth shot a 10 over, and Tiger shot around the same. They both missed the cut, and that was a take off the dome. So you know. I just I saw a Jordan Spieth clip on Twitter that same day of him hitting some wild ass putt. So I thought that he was like in it. So I picked him, but apparently I don't know if that was an old clip or what, but my man shot 10 over. But I ain't watched any of the US Open. I ain't a golf guy. Yet though. But I am a hockey guy. I've been watching the Stanley Cup Finals. I watched Game 1. Game 2's on right now, but I'm not watching it. But I believe that the Tampa Bay Rays are up. I mean, Lightning. Fuck. Because I ain't been watching. But speaking about Tampa Bay.
If you came to Tampa once, you'd know the difference.
Speaking of your Tampa Bay Lightning, they're starting the road back to reclaiming the name City of Champions in Tampa by being in the Stanley Cup Finals. They're going to tie the series up tonight unless they have a terrible collapse. So by the time you listen to this podcast, it should be 1-1 Dallas Stars and Tampa Bay Lightning. Your Tampa Bay Rays clinched another playoff spot. Can they finally make it to the World Series? They've never won before. So things are looking up for Tampa. Tampa Bray. This beer hitting. Tampa Bay. You know, Tampa Bay is grinding right now. But this one is for all the baseball fans listening. I know playoffs start next week. I think I'm going to watch.
Next week? Shit, the fucking season just started.
They only played 60 games.
That's crazy.
They normally play like 150 or 60. They only played 60 this year.
182, I believe.
Oh, damn, you nice.
No, I don't think that's
182.
You almost let me get away with that.
I would have. Fuck, it's baseball. But I'm trying to let the baseball listeners know that I may be watching every MLB playoff game this postseason. Why? Because there's some storylines here. And I love me a good storyline. There's a bunch of teams that have clinched or that may clinch that have never been to a postseason or won a World Series in a long ass time, including my Marlins and my Padres. My Padres clinched. My Marlins looking nice. And here's a few teams who also clinched who haven't been or won the World Series in a while. We got the White Sox, the Dodgers. They always clinch, but they haven't won since like 98. And then the Oakland A's. So I did this little research on baseball, y'all. Y'all got to give me some credit. And I love seeing a team that hasn't won a championship win a fucking championship. So if one of these teams could come out, but knowing me, my jinx and shit, watching none of these teams that I mentioned win this shit. Watch the Yankees pull that shit out. But, hey, if y'all want to talk baseball, I'll probably be watching the entire MLB playoffs this postseason. I check back. I'm like, that shit over? I'm not capping. I'm not capping. I'm not capping. I'm gonna try to. Anyway, I had to get that off my penis. Now on to the NFL. Onto the NFL. As you guys know, as you guys heard, every fucking team in the NFL had an injury, whether it was severe or not.
My fantasy team, I think my fantasy team escaped complete. No one got injured. What about yours?
You better pray. I had a Sterling Shepard get hurt, but dropped him.
Oh man, that's ruthless.
Well,
no,
I put in a waiver request to replace him with another receiver.
No one on your injury list got fucking injured. Is the injury list safe? Is it
just
the reverse?
Tyrod? Just Tyrod.
Oh yes, chest injury. Is that COVID?
I think it was his ribs.
When they said out with a chest, how are you out with a chest injury before the game? That's when I thought, oh, he has COVID, chest injury, he's coughing.
Yeah, and we'll get to that game later, but that the Chargers played. But speaking of the injuries, holy fuck.
I know. My God.
Torn Achilles, torn ACLs, PCLs, ligaments that you never even heard of before. They all got tore in week 2. Saquon down, Nick Bosa down, Cortland Sutton down, Bruce Irvin down. Don't say who. He's pretty nice. Malik Hooker down. You got to chill. You're going to add sound effects. CJ Uzuma down. Bengals starting tight end. Christian McCaffrey out for a couple weeks. Drew Lock out for a few weeks. Tyrod Taylor we just mentioned. Anthony Barr, torn pec. Torn pec, that scares me every time I do chest. Solomon Thomas from the 49ers D-line out for the season, bruh. All these people took L's in week 2, opening the road to the Super Bowl for many teams who are still healthy. But fantasy, whew, waivers gonna be flying.
For like these huge fantasy implications, like Christian McCaffrey, who's like, do you rush to get his backup on waivers? Saquon Barkley, who is his backup? Cortland Sutton, Nick Bosa, defense. Actually, I don't know who Cortland Sutton is. Bruce Irvin, defense.
Receiver, Broncos, number 1.
Malik Hooker, defense. CJ.
Nobody had Drew Lock. Come on.
No one had Drew Lock.
Nobody had Tyrod. It was really Saquon and McCaffrey. Like everybody on ESPN they were starting off the segments like Saquon Barkley down, Christian McCaffrey down.
That's the top 2 picks in almost every league.
Right. So
that's insane. Like
it's like another David Johnson year for y'all. But at least McCaffrey is coming back. So if you're nice on the waivers and other places on your team, you could manage if you drafted McCaffrey. But Saquon is going to be hard to replace. You're not replacing Saquon with a Giants backup. Tell you that. Deion Lewis. Yeah.
Bro, they just did a cutaway shot to Sean Payton, the mask like under his chin, not on his face. Someone better tell him he's about to owe $100,000.
Hey, Sean, you got to put that on, man. You got to put that on. Yeah. So speaking of my injury list, nobody got canned except Tyrod briefly. He may be back next week.
Go through it again for people that forgot.
Cam Newton, who if he keeps doing those goal line runs, he'll be injured pretty soon. Evan Ingram, Tyler Eifert, he doesn't get the ball enough to get hurt. Cowboys D-line. Cowboys have like a few injuries on their defense, though. I should have just said Cowboys D. They lost like 3 players on defense right now. Leonard Fournette, he's eating, but it's week 2.
Everyone ate.
He ain't gonna keep that up. And Joe Burrow, Joe Burrow be running, so
random.
He's gonna get smacked.
And his O-line is rough.
Surprised he wasn't injured in that Browns game. Myles Garrett was eating that boy up. But on to our game picks. Speaking of Joe Burrow, the Thursday night game, we had Bengals at Browns. Let's go through these records real quick. Drew took a lead on me. He's now 18-9 on the season. I'm 16-10. I'm not doing the pushes. So, like, when there's a push, I don't count it at all. I just leave it be.
I almost hit a 5-team parlay this past. I'm new to gambling, so I don't know if it's parlay or parlay. But I almost hit 5-team. I'll tell you what team coming up. I'll tell you which team fucked me over.
Please do.
We'll start Bengals at Browns. Bengals I chose Bengals to win. Eric chose Bengals to win, both with the points, and they won with the points. It was only a 5-point game. Spread was 6. Burrow looks like he threw so many times, and he just never looked kind of rattled. Like it didn't look rattled. Like he was in it till the end. Other rookies, I feel like, in the past would, there's snowball effect. Things start going wrong. Some plays that they call, I'd be like, what are you doing? Like some keepers for Burrows, like, oof, not good. I think the Browns should trade OBJ after that good game. I think they got to, worrying about whether or not you're giving the ball to him enough is probably really frustrating and probably fucks. Like on Madden, I always had this issue. If I have a team full of stars and one player isn't getting the ball enough, even though they're not yelling at me in real life, I'm nervous because I'm like, oh, I want to feed everyone. Everyone's good. And I just become in 2K too. If I have too many stars, I can never play with the Heat. On 2K, I can't play with I can play the Warriors because they're almost foolproof. But when you have a team that has so many stars, it's like, oh, I want to get him the ball. And I fuck with my head. So I think
because when you were playing with the Bulls back in 2011, I never saw you pass to fucking Luol Deng. You were scoring with Derrick Rose.
Yeah, because one superstar. All I need is just one
what
superstar.
You mean? The Bulls
helps.
The Bulls were stacked.
They didn't have superstars. They had a bunch of Jimmy Butlers out there.
You're capping.
I'm not capping.
I think Joe Burrow looks like a beast, and the Bengals got a bright future if they can protect the guy. But for the people out there saying he's a bust, he's a fraud, I don't see it. I think the way the Jags defense is playing when the Bengals play us in a couple weeks.
Stay referencing the Jags.
Because the Bengals play them next.
Oh. Hey.
Almost next. 2 games.
I'm about to at you when the Raiders score a touchdown here and take the lead.
Well, at me when the game is actually over because you said they'll win.
Saints are ass. Drew Brees.
Are they?
I made a huge mistake.
That's your fantasy quarterback.
I know, made a big mistake in it. Cam Newton was available. I'm a dumbass.
Well, hindsight's 20/20, my nigga. Sunday, Jags at Titans. We're starting with that game, obviously, because this is not a Jags podcast. It was a disrespectful spread at first, but it dropped, I believe, to 7.
Just want to let you know, you said it dropped to 7, but we're going with the spread as is when we record on Patreon.
Well, either way, Jags cover
because it can drop. But once your bets are in, they're in. They're in at that spread.
Well, Jags covered that spread by losing by 3. And my take on the game,
I said, let's say I said that they'd cover and win. Eric said,
oh, I said they win outright. Vegas can blow me.
Yeah,
which that was close. But
so we both get the win because we picked the Jags, and they came within the spread. I mean, people were nervous because Jags in Tennessee hasn't gone well the last few years. Since 2013, they haven't won there. But the last 2 years, it's been ugly.
Yes, it has.
But when you have a franchise quarterback, anything is possible, and no lead is insurmountable.
Yeah,
ask that to Jags fans who have Gardner Minshew now.
Yes, Minshew is the clear franchise quarterback. It's weird now seeing the Jags being down and being like, oh, I'm not worried. We can come back.
2 touchdowns, bro. We were down, and I didn't give a shit. I was like, okay, we're still moving the ball. We're going to make a stop, and we're going to score because he's that good.
Yeah, I didn't believe we were going to make a stop until we did. But when we did, I thought we were winning. But, we had it was like 4 minutes left in the game where we couldn't get a first down.
30-30.
We gave it back. Then they got the field goal. Then it got to us. Then we turned it over. So defense will get better. Jags will be in the Super Bowl soon. We'll see you Thursday for the Dolphins game. Not worried about that.
Losses do hit differently when you own every. Oh fuck! Derek Carr just lost the ball at the goal line. Lost the snap.
They got it back. They're going for it.
Losses do hit differently when you win and own every statistical category, which the Jags did versus the Titans. The only one they didn't win, though. They say this. Coaches love this one. If you don't win the turnover battle. They love the turnover battle. And it's right. Minshew's 2 picks, though, were flukes. One of them was tipped by his own player who thought
Raiders
the ball
scored.
was to him.
I'm ahead of you. Fuck you.
All right.
I didn't want you to break it to me. So fuck
Yeah,
you.
what the fuck? Why would you spoil that? You know I hate when you spoil it. I have YouTube TV, and I'm always 30 seconds behind Eric, and he always spoils it for me, and he just did it just now on purpose.
Yeah, because you said you were going to tell me when they scored. I didn't want to hear that shit. Let me
Oh,
see
wow.
it.
Is that Waller? Wide ass open.
Waller.
Wait, whoa, you interrupted me. I'm not done. Minshew's 2 picks were flukes. One of them was tipped by his own player who thought the ball was going to him. It was picked.
Laviska?
Second one was picked at the line. It was on our game-winning attempt drive, and it ended when Minshew threw the ball, tipped at the line, caught by a Titans player. So, Tannehill did not throw any picks because he is now apparently, like the way he played, he's next in line to be the top 2 and not 2 quarterback in the league. You just can't pick him
Yawn.
off. You can't pick him off. You can't rattle him. He's the best. Don't know what to say.
Yawn.
We'll see the
Yawn.
Titans in December.
Yawn. Yeah, we will. We'll see you soon. Tannehill. We stopped Derrick Henry too. Like we stopped the fuck out of Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
but,
I sang his praises on the Patreon episode when I said I was starting him on DraftKings. I was like, oh, I just see a bunch of screen passes to Derrick Henry, but no, Derrick Henry could not get it going versus the Jags.
could not. I told y'all. He just a bigger me, boy.
Well, you know what you do?
Jag stopping me.
You got to stop him before he gets going. You gotta penetrate the line, and I think that's what we did. We just sold out on the run, and Tannehill, if you can beat us, good for you.
And he did.
And he did.
Our ass.
He didn't whip our ass, but he beat us. I mean, he kind of did. He went down the field more times than not, like easily.
Yeah.
But Derrick Henry, we did stop him.
Everybody was open.
We penetrated.
I mean,
you gotta.
I mean, when all your receivers are open, like wide ass open, like they were. I mean, anybody's going to be able to make those throws.
First play of the game, I think, was a play action to a wide open.
62 yards.
That tight end 8. What's his name? Green?
Jonnu Smith.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you had Jonnu Smith in your fantasy lineup. So anyway, Derrick Henry, it's just got to outscore him. If you sell out on one thing, if you're not good enough to stop the run with your line, and you guys send people to sell out on the run for Henry, you got to make sure you got your bases covered in the back end if you're playing the Titans. And if you do, you're going to win because the Titans aren't going to be great coming back from a deficit. But they have to lead the whole game. So
Jags D will get better. Not worried about
I think
Tennessee.
I think they will as the season goes on.
Yeah, they will. The guy that was getting burned all game was the backup anyway, so.
But didn't the starter get put on the IR?
I don't know, did he?
It was Jared Wilson. Anyway, Giants at Bears. Bears were favored by 5.5. I took the Giants to cover. Looks like they did. 17-13 Bears won. Vegas is so good with these spreads.
So good. Too good. It's disgusting. I took the Bears to win and Giants cover. So, yeah, we both got that. Say good shit. Snoozed on this game because who watched that? Here we go. Falcons at Cowboys.
All right, here we go.
Cowboys were favored by 4.
I took
This was another close-ass one.
the Cowboys to win and cover, and I felt so good about it. I thought Dak was going to have a day, and then I look at the score and such at halftime, and I'm like, what was I thinking? Or just not really what was I thinking, but more of what is wrong with the Cowboys? And then the choke ensued.
Yeah, I took the Falcons to win, and my God, it was looking good. It was looking so good. It was looking chef's kiss good. And then the motherfucking Falcons just gotta fucking blow the shit like this was the goddamn Super Bowl. I don't know how the fuck that shit happens, but defund the Atlanta Falcons. There's no fucking reason that should have ever happened in any type of sport ever. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. That goddamn onside kick, boy. What?
Bro, that onside
kick
was... It was like they wanted. It was like God was in play here.
It was like a glitch in a Madden game. Niggas just
standing
around looking at the shit. Why was the campfire? They were just watching this shit. That didn't make it. Grab it. Or How are you a professional athlete? How are you in the NFL? You don't know that you can grab the onside kick when you're receiving it.
Or maybe they were just so confident that it wasn't going 10 yards. I have no idea what was going on. That thing was just spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. I was like, what is going? It's going further and further. Actually, I didn't really know what was going on at the time. I was like kind of half tuned into the Jaguars game and then half paying attention to this. I was like, what are they about to recover this? Because the Falcons aren't jumping on it. And I also thought that it was going to go. It wasn't going to go 10 yards, but it kept going and going and going like a golf putt. On the
was there fucking baby oil on it? I don't know how it just kept spinning like that and rolling.
It was like curling. The Cowboys players can touch the ball, but they like did the little curling thing in front of the grass, mowed the grass in front of the ball. But anyway, here's some crazy.
Yeah, tell them this stat.
Here's some crazy stats for you guys. The last 4 quarterbacks, and if you're a Falcons fan, just press the plus 15 seconds button a couple times. If you're the last 4 quarterbacks to lose a game with a passer rating of over 140. Quick note: I like how ESPN tried to like push their new passer rating. Never caught on. Thank God. Last 4 quarterbacks to lose a game with a passer rating above 140. 2019, Matt Ryan at Arizona. Don't remember that one. 2018, Marcus Mariota at Houston. 2018, Matt Ryan versus New Orleans. 2016, Matt Ryan versus New England. Here's another one. The Falcons had 39 points with 0 turnovers in their loss to the Cowboys. 0 turnovers. Entering that game, teams were 440 and 0 when scoring 39 points with 0 turnovers.
So specific.
Since 1933. Well, I'm saying 39 plus.
39 and up. Yeah.
Yikes. And that's when 1933 is when turnovers were first tracked. Imagine before 1933, they just didn't care about turnovers. Like, did they not think it was an important stat? Like, the team that lost had 5 turnovers. The team that won had 0.
That's exactly how they were.
I wonder how they won. Let's not document it. It was probably the rushing yards.
And why those teams were playing in the 1930s, there was some black people that couldn't drink from the same fountain as you.
Yikes.
Good times.
Alrighty.
Moving on from that dismal game.
Dismal? What you mean?
For the Falcons fans, at least. That's why y'all are ranked 30 on our
30
rankings off the dome. Lions, Packers. Packers revenging out here. The Packers were favored by 6.5. We both chose them to win and cover because we are smart people. The Packers won by 21 points.
Jesus.
Rodgers been kicking everyone's ass so far. He's put up 40-plus points in 2 division games. And I never see Packers games on TV because I'm so far from Wisconsin. So, when I see the Packers do this and I see them in the playoffs at like 11-5, it's like it was quiet. It was a quiet, successful season because I never see the Packers on TV. Why aren't they ever in prime time?
That's a good question. They aren't. It's very rare. Oh, I mean, not very rare, but it's pretty rare. That's a good observation.
It is. Green Bay, small market.
Aaron Jones owned this game. My God, if you had him on fantasy. I think the person that's reaching, probably going to hit 200 points in our league this week, had Aaron Jones. He had 45 or something.
Yeah, I believe he had Jared Cook, and I believe he scored, so maybe he reached it. We can check that for y'all.
They don't care.
I know. I was going to make a fantasy point, but it doesn't really matter.
Yikes! He has 196 points, and this is a 12-team PPR league with like standard scoring. And he's going to hit 200 points. That's pretty crazy. And then we have another guy in the league with 98 points, so that's 100 points more.
Yeah, I'm just glad that I have yet to play somebody that's had a week like that against me. It's going to happen, though. It happens to all of us at least once during the year, I feel like. Next game, Vikings at Colts. Colts are favored by 3.5. And I gotta start analyzing Vegas more because I saw this. I was like, why? After the Jags beat the Colts, I'm like, why are they favoring the Colts here after the Vikings put up all those points? And then this game played out, and it made sense.
Why?
Colts won 28-11 somehow. Even T.Y. Hilton dropped like a 44-yard touchdown pass, and the Colts still out here winning 28-11. And I picked up Kirk Cousins in fantasy because I thought Thielen, who had 30-plus points last week, was going to do it again. I didn't play Kirk, but he had 3 interceptions in this game and scored 1.5 points in fantasy. Thielen scored 6, and I dropped Kirk with the quickness after that. Vikings tanking for Trevor. Tank for Trevor. The conversation has to shift now to 0-2 teams with bad quarterback play about tanking for Trevor. Minnesota Vikings, you're on the clock. Because I don't know what this Kirk Cousins dude, I mean, he slung the ball week 1 and then come out to do this. I don't know.
And the Vikings, I thought they were stacked. They thought they were Yannick Ngakoue away.
Been seeing him getting roasted on Twitter for not performing at all.
No, he had a strip sack fumble. Okay.
Fuck. It's actually pretty good. That'd be nice. That'd be nice to have. I was looking for that Josh Allen. Damn, you're right. I stay referencing Jags.
Yeah.
Shut up. It's on the Jags podcast.
You did it.
Bills at Dolphins. Bills are favored by 5.5. I said Bills winning cover. They did not. Andy said Bills by at least a touchdown. The Bills won by 3. Did you see Josh Allen's stats? Your guy. Your boy. You know Poyer lit. You know Poyer in that locker room hugging the fuck out of Josh Allen like, yo, you my nigga. You my dog. Bills going 16-0.
So here's the thing. Is Josh Allen the real deal? Let me see him do it in prime time. Let me see him do it in the playoffs. Let me see him do it not versus the fucking Jets and the Dolphins.
He beat the Cowboys on Thanksgiving last year.
Yay.
It's prime time.
Yes. Okay, so he's fun to watch, but he will never get the Bills to the Super Bowl. Okay, so he's got to this point for me.
The Super Bowl.
He's got to this point for me. He's gone from a joke to me to now he is entertaining to watch, and I'll give him that. And he'll beat teams that he's supposed to beat. That's it. He's not going to go out there and beat the Ravens. He's not going to go out there and beat the Patriots. He's not going to go out there and beat
You picked them to win the division, yet
Chiefs.
they won't beat the playoff, but beat the Patriots.
Oh, I didn't think the Patriots are going to do this. And if I were to amend that, give me the Patriots to win the division. Or am I joking?
Change it now, boy. It's already on paper. It's already it's
But-
already written in the ink.
But I'm just so, and it doesn't help the Josh Allen fanboys. It doesn't help my perception of the dude because I saw a tweet saying it's a tweet of a video of Josh Allen escaping a sack. It says Josh Allen feeling the pressure and switching the ball into his left hand while avoiding the defender is asterisk chef's kiss. So Josh Allen doing a normal quarterback play where he avoids a rush and he switches the ball because that's a natural thing to do to avoid it getting swatted is chef's kiss. That's a normal fucking play. Robert Griffin III probably does that in his sleep. Just the overreaction to the simple things that he does when he looks like a normal NFL quarterback. It's like when you're surprised saying, oh, wow, it just blows my mind. Whatever. I told y'all I'll concede the fact that he's entertaining and he'll win these games that he's supposed to win. And he may. I mean, I saw one deep ball that was completely off, but I did see a nice deep ball. I did see a nice deep ball. But in the meantime, still, win me over. Win a primetime game versus a real team. Win any game versus a real team this season. Well, who they got next?
Rams.
That I'll give them that. If he goes out there versus the Rams, versus that D line, Joe and Ramsey in the secondary, that's his true test. Is it on primetime?
I actually went to look at it because I thought you were going to ask next. It's at 1 o'clock on Fox. Maybe we get it on TV.
Well, I'll be watching Red Zone all day because Jags are playing Thursday, so I'll catch a lot of it.
And the Bills are favored 2.5
In Buffalo, I assume.
Yep. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll be bringing back the tape.
Do it.
Next, 49ers Jets. I said Niners will win by 20. They damn near did. They won by 17. We both picked Niners to cover. Duh.
That was one
Jets.
of my parlay teams.
Yes.
Coming up
Yes,
next, all the Niners are injured, by the way. Oh, and they play the Giants, which is weird. They play the Giants at the same stadium next week. So I think they're staying on the East Coast. What a weird thing to do for the schedule makers.
And there's got to be something in that MetLife turf.
Oh shit! Taking out all the Niners.
Maybe more Niners are going to go down.
I have Gesicki, and he went off in that Bills. Gesicki, and he went off in that Bills Dolphins game. If Kittle is back, my other tight end, like Gesicki had like 25 points. If Kittle's back, do I start him versus the Giants, or do I keep Gesicki versus the Jags?
I'd stick with Gesicki because if you look at what the Dolphins did, like on offense, Fitzpatrick only threw to Gesicki.
Okay.
And we can't guard a tight end to save our lives.
Okay.
So, and you saw what Jonnu Smith did, so I think Gesicki's the play.
Bet.
You're not playing me. I would have told you otherwise. Rams at Eagles. Eagles were favored by 1.5. Vegas done fucked up on this one. Rare for them.
And I knew that they fucked up. Like I knew that that's why I put this game also on my parlay. I knew this was a complete fuck up. The Rams D line just is no match, or the Eagles O line is no match for this Rams D line, especially Aaron Donald. I'd like to see how Aaron Donald did because I know I sent him high praises on the Patreon preview episode. Keep going.
Yeah. Eagles are 0-2 now, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rams won almost by 20 points here. That's why we got Eagles down low, man. Sorry, Eagles fans. I feel foolish for putting Carson Wentz above Dak in our top 100, but y'all know how that list goes. Very hard.
Wow.
Give us a break.
Aaron Donald only had no solo tackles, 1 assist tackle, and no sacks. So, wow, none of the Rams had a sack. Oh my!
So this was just
Oh my God!
Eagles being ass. And Jared Goff finding Tyler Higbee 3 times in the end zone.
What the fuck? Yeah, I have no idea how they won. Yeah, I guess it was just Eagles being ass. But yeah, yep. I said Rams would win and cover big. They did, 37-19. Next game.
Yep, Broncos at Steelers. Steelers were favored by 7. Broncos kept it close. They kept it within 5 here. We both picked the Steelers to win and cover the points. But the Broncos covered. But Steelers got that dub. You know, that was an easy pick. But Broncos lost the wide receiver, Cortland Sutton, for the season after he didn't play in week 1 due to an injury. Came back this game, and he's out for the season. So that's got to be tough as a player. Fuck. And then Drew Lock, their starting quarterback, he's out for like 4 to 6 weeks due to like a shoulder injury. So on the Patreon episode, I was like really feeling the Broncos this year, and this was before the Von Miller season-ending injury as well.
Devon Miller?
I said
Who's Devon?
I didn't say Devon.
Okay.
It may have sounded like because I'm speaking Ebonics.
Hey, Devon. Hey, Devon Miller. Is that fucked up?
Devon Miller. I said the Von Miller injury. The and duh kind of sound the same.
Ebonics said ass.
Come again?
What?
My mouth? Yeah, Steelers won.
Wait, why'd you rate push here?
Because we both picked Steelers to win and cover. They didn't cover.
What? So what's a push? That's an L.
Because we said win and cover. But they did win.
Yeah, but it's still an L. A put.
Shut up. I didn't count it anyway.
All right. But that's an L for us. I hope you count it as an L.
I didn't mark it.
That's an L. That's not a push. A push is if the spread was 7. A push is if the spread of the game was 7, which means no one wins.
I see. Remind me, or I won't change it. Panthers at Bucks. Bucks are favored by 8. Bucks win this by 14. We both took the Panthers with the points.
Oh my God! Why?
Silly me. Tricks are for kids. Yeah. Bucks came out slanging. Fournette came out ranning. Didn't watch this game. Just saw Fournette with the 1-yard touchdown run, and then that long one he had. I told Bucks fans, don't get used to that, because he had those in Jacksonville like every 17 games as well.
Gronkowski update. He had 1 target but no receptions. Is he washed? Is he really washed?
He just came back to bull with Brady in Florida. He ain't really coming to play football, I feel like.
Is he not getting like quality playing time, quality looks? That's surprising to me.
Well, when you look at the offensive arsenal that Bucks have, I can see why Brady not throwing him the ball that much. Or maybe he just knows Gronk's ass. They're homeboys, like, off the field. So maybe they, like, have this conversation like, yo, don't throw to me at all. I'm just here to get a ring, boy. I don't know. I feel like that's some shit Gronk would say.
Hey,
don't throw to me.
Derek Jeter, by the way, put his house for sale. It's the one that Brady was, like, living at as a tenant during his time so far in Tampa Bay. Derek Jeter's house is on Tampa Bay, and it's, if I remember correctly, 29th? No, it's for sale for $29 million. It's pretty insane. You should check it out. Giant, big pool on the water. Big ass house, has 16 bathrooms.
Jesus Christ.
Eight and a half baths, and then 8.
Reminds me of the Lil Wayne line. Got 10 bathrooms. I get shit all day, nigga.
Damn, you're nice with Lil Wayne. I'm not.
I think it's 10. I hope it's 10. The football team went to Arizona to take on Kyler Murray and the Cardinals, and they were favored by 7 out in Arizona.
This is another one of my parlay games. I said
easy money.
Yep, I said Cardinals would win and cover. I dominated, aside from one game. You'll see. It's coming up.
I'm waiting for it. Cardinals won this 30-15. Yo, Kyler Murray, one of my favorite QBs in the league. I just love the dual threat black quarterback. That's why if the Jags were to go 2-15, I wanted Justin Fields. Fuck Trevor Lawrence. But Russ, my favorite quarterbacks are Russ, Cam, Minshew, obviously, and Kyler Murray. Boy, he's fast as shit. I don't know how any defense is going to contain him.
He takes like
season.
5 steps, though, for everyone's 1 step.
But he's like so quick. Like
he is.
Look at you, he'll do a little stutter, and boom, he's gone like a little fucking mouse.
I remember when everyone thought he was like 100% because he said it. Oh no, don't! I'm gonna play baseball. I'm not playing football. I was like, no, this man is playing football, and he's gonna be the number 1 overall pick. I said this when people were still saying that no, he's playing baseball because if he did try to play football, he's too small. He's gonna go like in the 2nd round or worse. I was like, no, he's going 1st overall, and look what the fuck's happening.
Oh, he had a beautiful
Put me in, coach.
He had a beautiful fucking pass down the sideline. Like it looked like Russell Wilson's, like Patty Mahomes. All them boys just throw magnificent balls. Every QB I named on this list, there was a magnificent ball. Especially Cam surprised the shit out of me against the Seahawks.
Yeah, we'll get to that one. My God.
Next game, Chiefs at Chargers. What the hell? Chiefs were favored by 8.5. I said Chiefs by 21.
I said Chiefs by a whole lot. I mean, we didn't know that Tyrod Taylor wouldn't be playing. We didn't know.
But that would have changed my mind.
But also, I don't know what Gus Bradley does for the Chargers defense. They didn't even have that safety, Derwin James. Mm-hmm. And I mean, they do have the corner. What's his name? It escapes me, but I'll think of it. They have him, and they have Joey Bosa, but he got his first sack ever on Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it took OT.
The Chiefs
took the Chargers to OT.
They couldn't move the ball. I didn't understand. Like, we run the same kind of defense the Chargers do, and Mahomes picks us apart. But he just can't move the ball versus the Chargers in this game, especially. You held the Chiefs to 23 points. They haven't been held to under 24 points in decades.
Decades.
Yeah, I said Chiefs by a lot. This was the game that was on my parlay that fucked me up. Then this was the one I was most confident about. If I hit this one, I win my first like multi-$100 bet, and I would have been entrenched in betting. I would have been super gambler. I would have already been preparing my bets for next week. Now I'm going to lay low, let the car cool down before I get back into it.
Yeah, you're done now. You're chilling. So Justin Herbert, the Chargers' first round draft pick, came into this game and was looking nice. If you watch Hard Knocks, you know Justin Herbert can throw a damn ball, but he can also scramble. He's like 6'5". He's a big fucking dude. And he almost pulls out this damn W. And fucking Anthony Lynn,
300
Chargers
yards.
head coach. Yeah, head coach talking about, because Tyrod had the injury, he's talking about like if Tyrod's healthy, he's our starter. And I'm like, come on, Anthony Lynn. You almost pulled out a W against Patrick Mahomes. The only reason you really didn't is because in overtime, you had a 4th and 1. You decided to punt it back to the Chiefs. Smart guy there.
Yeah, what would you do? Obviously, we'd go for it.
Yeah.
So it's OT. Like, you're giving the ball to them. All they need is a field goal, and it's Patrick fucking Mahomes, and you need 1 yard.
And Patrick Mahomes, and then they have, if you didn't know, Harrison Butker was kicking when he did attempt the 58-yard field goal. He made it 3 times in a row. So I don't know why the fuck they gave it back to him. At least attempt the 4th down. But
poor coaching decision. Unless he looked at it and saying, "Hey, my defense has been playing versus Patrick Mahomes this whole game has been playing outstanding." But
yes, but that same defense let them take it to OT.
Yeah,
so I'm going for the 4th down.
It's like you're in overtime. Stop playing like this is the regulation. You're in overtime. Like the rules, a lot of them go out the window. You're in overtime. Play like your life is on the line.
And I don't know if Anthony Lynn made some sort of commitment man-to-man to Tyrod about starting this season, but after seeing Tyrod Taylor against the Bengals in week 1 not do a damn thing, the Bengals, you didn't do nothing against them, but we saw how Baker threw against the Bengals. Tyrod didn't do a damn thing. And they lost. Did they lose? Oh, no, they barely beat the Bengals because I think Joe Burrow or something like threw it out of bounds at the end. They missed. Their Bengals missed a game-tying kick because the kicker faked his injury or some shit. But the Chargers shouldn't even win that game. And now Justin Herbert comes in here and almost beats the Chiefs, and you're going to tell me that he shouldn't start. Come on. Whatever. That's why I should get a coaching job out here. Next game, we got Ravens at Texans. Ravens were favored by 7. I said Ravens would blow them out. 33-16. That's a blowout in my eyes in football. The Texans scoring 60 points.
That's a blowout.
What are the Texans? What are the Texans? We just Deshaun Watson, throw the ball somewhere.
And
what are we?
What's weird is I'd tune into this game every now and then and see that, the Texans look like J.J. Watt had a sack on him, someone else had a sack on him. And I see, a couple plays, Lamar Jackson is stopped from scrambling, stopped on a read option. I'm like, oh, wow, Texans defense is like playing this guy is almost close to as well as you can play him, but still doesn't matter. Like, he'll find a way. The rushing offense they got to break a record this year. I think this is the second week in a row they went over 200 yards. Unbelievable.
And the Ravens added Calais Campbell. I forgot. It's going to be nice. Ravens going to be nice. They got Lamar Jackson on offense. They got Calais Campbell as a leader on defense. Ooh, we getting another Ravens-Chiefs AFC Championship game. Well, it didn't happen last year, but should have. But on to my favorite game, personally, of the day. Don't know about y'all.
Wait,
but
let me talk about Houston. Trading away DeAndre Hopkins, and we've seen how good he's been in the Cardinals. Like,
he's not dropping anything.
The Texans have no identity on offense. It's awful. I'm glad. What are they?
I love it.
What are they?
I love it.
0-2 now?
They're 0-2. 0-2. It's great. Throw a party. Houston in shambles. I love it. Hate the Rockets. I don't hate the Texans, but I just, if they're not doing well, I'm, happy. But I don't despise the Texans as much as I despise the Rockets. But Texans, your team looks shitty, and it's making my weekends.
All right.
Simple as that.
I'm ready for Sunday night.
Oh my God!
What a game! Game of the
What a football boner!
Nope,
What a football boner!
not game of the week. Close. I don't know. What would you say? This game or Cowboys Falcons?
Well, I didn't watch that one, so this one, of course.
Whatever.
Yes, Patriots, Seahawks. Seahawks were favored by 4 when the Seahawks were up by 5, which ended up being the final score, by the way. I snapped Andy and said, wow, Seahawks up by 5. Vegas said 4. I picked because I was pissed because I picked the Patriots
And
to cover
because
this.
they missed an extra point too, didn't they?
Yeah. I picked the Seahawks to win because I respect Russell Wilson's abilities, but I thought the Patriots were good enough to keep it within that 4-point spread because I know it was a little risky because how close that shit is, but I was a goddamn point off. But, tomato my pissy. But anyway, Seahawks win by 5. Oh my God. This game, Russell Wilson how does he do it?
I don't know.
How does
I don't
he
know
do
how
it?
he throws those rainbow passes. And it
The
just
best deep
drops.
ball in football.
It's so beautiful.
But
It's so beautiful.
And then on the other side of the ball, I was really looking forward to seeing how Cam Newton came out against his team because I knew he was going to have to throw the ball because you're not playing the Dolphins. Like, you can run all over the Dolphins.
That's why I gave him no chance to win this game. I was like, Cam Newton's going to have to come out here and play like catch up or have to battle with points versus the Seahawks. There's no way. Not the Cam Newton that I know, not the Cam Newton of the last few years.
But lo and behold, Cam Newton slinging the ball in the Seahawks defense to the 2 receivers and the dumping it off to running backs that the Patriots have. Edelman's catching it all. N'Keal Harry's catching everything that Cam Newton's throwing his way. When they get to the goal line, Cam Newton's doing that unstoppable fucking shotgun QB draw, which worked all up until the end of the game because the offensive line didn't follow their blocking assignments. And Cam could have bounced that to the left probably and outran whoever was out there. But ultimately, it failed at the end of the game. But that shit was unstoppable for the entire game until it really mattered. But, they kind of, it was fate. They flipped the Super Bowl script there. When the Seahawks passed at the 1.
I think they had to do Cam Newton because if they passed the ball and they didn't convert, people would have, or if they even handed the ball off and didn't convert, people would have said, "You have Cam Newton. It's been working all game long. Cam Newton at the goal line. Why didn't you run Cam Newton at the goal line?" If they did anything else and it didn't work. But I will say this: I hate when they bunch the goal line, especially when it's the last play of the game. You bunch the goal line. Seahawks know what you're doing. Oof, Raiders just fucked up royally. Seahawks know what you're doing. If you bunch it up and have no receivers out there, especially when he's lined up in that shotgun, no. What you got to do, you got to give them the thought that you might throw it. Spread out, put some receivers, maybe 2 or 1 outside, make the Patriots or make the Seahawks think that you might not do what everyone knows you're going to do, run Cam Newton up the middle. Because that was just too predictable. That was my only problem with it. You mentioned Edelman. Shame on me for thinking Edelman was a product of Tom Brady liking to pass to white receivers. Because he's apparently not. Setting a career high receiving yard record, 179. What? I swore that was a product of the Brady system, but good thing Brady's balling, or Brady balled. Did he ball? I don't know. Hopefully he balls out this year, because if he doesn't, Cam Newton looks like he's fitting in the system. Aside from the running plays, he's Tom Brady who can run.
Yeah.
That's
I
much?
thought you were I thought you were trashing Cam Newton's
running
abilities. But Edelman's the only receiver on that team, basically. So Cam Newton kind of has to force him the ball.
But you'd think that defenses would be able to do something about Edelman. I mean, if he's the only receiver,
I guess.
I don't know how they put up 30. I don't know how they did it.
It's because they have a dual attack. Cam could run. They could also dump it to the running backs. The running backs guard.
Running backs who? Who they have?
They have 3 of them.
They're not making any
Sony
headlines.
Michel was running kind of hard last night.
Hey, Wilson.
But I am liking my Pats division pick as long as Cam stays healthy.
I am too.
Stay healthy, Cam. You guys are looking nice. Looking nice. That offense was crazy, but Seahawks are my Super Bowl pick in the NFC, so it makes sense that you would lose to them. Russell Wilson is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, he has, I think.
Is it God?
He has about 10 incompletions on the season and 9 touchdowns. It's ridiculous. And like what Chris Collinsworth was saying, I mean, he kind of stretched it, but a lot of his incompletions could have been easily caught. So,
and every time I see Russell Wilson launch that motherfucker, I'm thinking it's going to be some magnificent play.
Oh yeah, and
it was.
And that deep one to DK.
Him and DK is going to be a problem all season.
And it was on Stephon Gilmore. It's just it dropped in so perfectly. Stephon had his arm in there.
And then that one in the corner to DJ Moore where he tiptoed the pylon and fell in. My God, that was like, fuck. That was like tighter than Asian pussy. I don't know how the fuck he slung that shit in there. Yeah.
So, Monday Night Football game on right now. Can you try to talk about what you're seeing, how my pick about the Raiders is going to turn out to be correct? I got to pee. See if you can hold it over until I get back.
Yeah, I will. So, listen, guys. I don't know much about the Las Vegas Raiders or the New Orleans Saints. I'm barely watching this Monday Night Football game. But I picked the Saints, obviously, even without Michael Thomas, because they got Drew Brees. When has the Raiders been known for good defense? Never. But I picked the Saints here because I thought that was an easy pick. They were favored by 5.5. Drew Brees got the ball right now. He actually just threw a terrible pick to somebody who was pretty open. But I don't know what made Drew pick the Raiders here. I think he was just going out on a limb to be different than what I picked. So don't let Drew fool you guys into thinking that he's some football guru if the Raiders come out with this W. I think it's straight up luck, just trying to be different for a pick. Because Drew, he never really went into why he picked the Raiders. He said Drew Brees is old. Is that what he said? He has Drew Brees on his fantasy team. So, I don't know. The fucking Raiders, they're ass. So when he comes back, I'm going to ask him why he picked the Raiders. And watch, she's gonna try to talk it up and be like, oh, you know, they're fucking good. Drew Brees is ass. Oh, here he is.
Hello.
So tell him why you picked the Raiders. What made you pick the Raiders?
Because I saw the Saints, no Michael Thomas. I saw how Drew Brees struggled versus the Bucks, and
they scored 40.
And also Drew Brees is pissing me off on my fantasy team. The Raiders, I saw how they played versus the Panthers, and I liked what I saw. So,
that's not good enough reason for me. You just trying to be different here.
No, I'm not. I dead ass knew that the Raiders were going to win this game.
No, like it's over. Shut your cocky ass up. Calm down. Draw it back. Okay, guys, football's over. Let's get into. If you didn't know, NBA playoffs are going on right now. They're like running into my football season. This never happens.
This is why NBA season doesn't start normally until Christmas. And even then, like I'll watch Christmas and then it's not really on until the NFL stops because it's just, I don't care. Like Anthony Davis hit that game winner. I don't give a fuck. The fuck? Hey.
Yo, I had usually,
Jags
like
lost to the
buzzer beaters
Titans.
like that. I'm like, yo, like when Luka hit his.
I'm like trying to make sure I get my takeout on Twitter. I'm like, yo, see that? Even if I didn't see it.
Right. Even me. Like usually I'm tweeting in all caps, but when AD hit that buzzer beater, I said AD called game. Case tweet. I had no reaction to that 3 last night. That's just how it is now in the NBA for me. And sorry, it's football season. Don't really give a fuck who wins the finals, but I will watch the finals.
I still care who wins. I mean, especially if you have LeBron in it. That's a big legacy defining moment. If you have the Heat, which I chose,
just ready to see the bubble end, burst.
The bubble burst. It'll probably be back next season. Shit.
No fans.
LeBron said he's pissed off that that he didn't get more MVP votes. I'm surprised by that. Normally,
Does he really care?
Yeah, for him to actually say it. I can't wait to pick the Heat to beat the Lakers in the finals.
You're not going to do
I'm
that.
picking them. Jimmy.
Well, the Heat have to get past the Celtics first.
I did pick. I originally picked Celtics in 7. I know I said that on the podcast, but I tweeted out Game
God.
1 when
You love to change.
when the Heat were down. Still, I changed my mind. I looked at Jimmy Butler. I saw his eyes.
When they were down still, but coming back.
No, I saw the fire. I saw the Heat playing as a team, and I picked the Heat, and they won the next 2 games.
Well,
And they got to be fair. So they
Celtics
dropped
won the
one.
last one. So when the Celtics tie at 2-2 and they win in 6.
Are they not playing tonight?
No, there's another break. We're getting another Lakers game before we get another
My
Heat
goodness.
Celtics game. Yeah, Lakers Nuggets play tomorrow.
What do the players do when they can't leave the bubble and they don't have games?
Beat their meat. They snapping hoes, Instagramming hoes.
Oh, true. Someone's picking up a coronavirus checker. Can't remember who did that, but someone did. Who was that? Who got in trouble for that?
Houston Rockets guy.
Fuck it, I don't care. Bronny, LeBron's son, LeBron James Jr., posted a picture of himself smoking, posted a video somewhere, and someone snatched it, posted online of him smoking pot.
Looked like it was gas.
Gas. We got a guy in Discord who said he must have not gotten the memo that LeBron is not laying off social media this playoffs. No zero dark 30 for LeBron. So he did see that Bronny's gonna give you a timeout.
People are saying he meant to put it on his close friends. How do you know? Was it on his IG story or Snap? Which one was it?
I don't
Twitter?
know, nor
TikTok?
do I care.
Why'd you bring it up? Stupid fuck.
So he
I just did that for no reason.
Heat lead 2-1. I got Heat in 7. Eric Celtics in 6. Celtics in 6. Not looking too nice unless
Doesn't
the
matter
Celtics
what happened.
Celtics pull out the next 3 here. On the West, looking at the Lakers 2-0 lead. This is surprising. I swore that it was going to be harder for the Lakers. I swore
It's not over.
I swore that Jokic. Oh shit, you're right. The Nuggets got to go down 3-1 before this series actually even starts. So
Right. So I say Nuggets win next game because they're going to be pissed that they lost on that AD buzzer beater. Then
Lakers
Lakers
are
come
gonna
out,
win
win the
the game.
next one, and then
And then
Nuggets
it's
are
on.
like, well, we've been here before. And then Nuggets break everybody's heart on Twitter because all of Twitter likes the fucking Lakers, except Skip. That's it for sports. Any other sports we're missing? Any tennis? Nope. Think
Hope
we're
not.
good. Yeah, exactly.
oh, the French Open starts extremely soon next week.
Oh. No, your tennis is done. Sorry. Rants, raves, and reviews.
Did I talk about that yet? Yeah, I did. I
You
ranted
did,
about
yeah,
that.
last episode. Speaking of rants, I don't have any rants, but rants, raves, and reviews, I got a review. This is like a review rant of the Snapchat update. So I randomly, it was like, I think it was last week, I opened Snapchat and it changed. It was different. I was like, what the fuck is this bullshit? The swiping feature is different. I'm trying to get used to it now.
I hate it.
They added the fucking Snap Map and the Discover page to the bottom here. This little bottom icon, what do you call it? Icon bar or whatever. 2 features I never fucking use. I don't give a shit where you're at on Snapchat. I don't even use Snapchat to talk to people I don't know. Actually, that's exactly what I use it for. I'm just not looking at where people are. My thumb memory is all fucked up. It hasn't learned the new app yet. So
Thumb memory.
I find myself,
Sick.
trying to open a Snapchat, you swipe left and I go to the fucking map and I see myself. Like, didn't ask for this Snapchat. We haven't had a good Snapchat update since 2015. What are you doing to your app, guys? All they did was change the design of the logos and change how we swipe around this bitch. And
I mean, it's a big update for me because I'm having a hell of a time trying to navigate this thing. At one point, I thought I was going to take an accidental nude because I just got out the shower and my phone just updated. I was like, whoa, I'm hitting buttons and they're doing what I normally not used to them doing. And I just closed the app because I was scared of what was going to happen.
I think this is going to be the last straw for Snapchat. I think more people are going to leave the app. More people that follow me. That's what I mean by that. And like they're hurting my audience. But you know, Snapchat is like really. It used to be my favorite app, but it's really starting to fall off for me, and I'm pretty close to deleting it. But the only reason I can't yet is because it's the only app that I feel like 100% free on. Because nobody can find the shit I post. Nobody really damn, I'm tanked. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Lost my train of thought because Tommy texted my ass. I
Wow.
looked over and I forgot what I was saying.
That's a first.
Yeah, it is. It's like intern Tommy. Yeah, but anyway, I feel like Snapchat, on its last fucking leg.
Speaking of apps doing updates, did Instagram never take the likes away? Because I saw this news about like a month ago or more about Instagram's going to do away with the likes, but I still see like numbers.
I think it was in certain countries
Why?
where they took it away. They tested it in certain countries.
And
I don't know. I only saw one article about it and how it was like well received, but then nothing after that. Guess it's here to stay. Not that I care about that shit anyway. Keep them, take them, whatever.
Raiders about to score again. About to go up 31-17. Saints are not making the playoffs. Sorry, not sorry. Drew Brees getting cut from a fantasy team.
For who? There's no one on waivers.
I know, it makes me mad.
Driscoll?
Shut up. Here's some horrible news.
That's all you're going to find.
Here's some horrible news, a story that I read today. Here's the headline.
Don't have trouble reading it like you always do.
Quote. Shut up. Quote. Hope your mom likes being burned alive. Woman accused of killing boyfriend's mom and nephews. A woman accused of setting a fire that killed her boyfriend's mother and 2 nephews reportedly texted the boyfriend right before the blaze. There's reports that, according to an affidavit, the text read, "I'm outside your house, your mom's house. I hope your mom likes being burned alive."
Jesus.
Abiana Williams, 21, denied setting the September 3rd fire that killed Melissa Weston, an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old. She faces 3 charges of homicide and 3 charges of first-degree arson. A friend, here's the best bit. A friend told police Williams was angry at the boyfriend at the time because she thought he cheated on her. So you get cheated on and you burn down the house of his mother and 2 nephews? Wow. Yikes. That's...
Choose your person wisely, everybody. There's some crazy motherfuckers out here.
That's why I don't want a spouse. That's why I'm scared about guns. Well, you're scared about guns, but how are you going to set a fire? Oh, man. Don't know what to tell you. That's insane. Got Florida Man of the Week.
I don't know.
Staying in the news here. We got Florida Man of the Week. This man was banned from Disney World. Let me share screen real quick. Oh, I see where I went wrong last time when I shared the screen. I didn't check that thing that says share computer sound. This is great.
Why you took over my computer?
A Lakeland-based pastor was not feeling the magic on a recent trip to Walt Disney World. He is now banned from Disney property.
So the headline is Florida Man banned from Disney World after challenging the mask rule.
8 on your side, Stacy DeSilva shows us what went down.
Oh, God.
I'm kind of challenging this mask thing right now.
Roy Fields runs a Lakeland-based ministry, and this week, he spread his message at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Sir, I need you to keep walking. We can't stop.
Masks are required at all Disney parks. Fields declined to be interviewed for this story, but told 8 on Your Side he has asthma and took his mask off because he couldn't breathe.
Am I breaking the law?
Now, as his video shows, he's banned for life from Disney property.
You are trespassed from all of Walt Disney World properties, including but not limited to theme parks, water parks, resorts, and Disney Springs for conduct unbecoming of a guest here at the Walt Disney World Resort.
That man was so happy to give that to him.
Based on everything else that was going on this year.
Disney vlogger Pete Carney witnessed Fields be escorted out and took this video.
My favorite
Disney
part
vlog.
was when he started misquoting Pixar's A Bug's Life and telling us that we have to remember what Hopper said, who is actually the villain in the movie, and saying, if one ant stands up, one man stands up, and it was quite the scene.
In August, Orange County deputies were called to Epcot when a man hit a security guard during a dispute over the mask policy. Reporting in Polk County, I'm Stacey DeSilva.
Do you remember that scene from Bug's Life?
Come on, bro.
Damn, I know you you're good on your Disney. One
No,
ant.
I was gonna say no.
Oh. You got the big food that they eat, the nuts, the seeds. One ant rises against us, but then he opens it all and it just all pours out. When the whole colony rises against us, what are we gonna do then? So you got to keep the ants in line. So that man thought he was making a stand, that he thought everyone was gonna join on, but it's just him.
Yeah, no, Bug's Life is not a movie that I.
Well, you need to watch it because it's good.
I've seen it. It's just I was like
Flick?
8. I was 8.
Watch it again.
I've seen
Still
it
holds
once.
up.
It's not one of those movies. I'm
Holds
like,
up,
watch this
bitch.
again. Okay, Bug's Life aficionado. Fuck.
When we go to Disney, we're going to the Bug's Life show in the
got
Tree
one?
of Life.
I'm gonna be
Yeah,
like, what
Animal
the
Kingdom.
fuck is this? I got a rave. Breaking news as of 8:53 p.m. this evening. Michael Jordan is starting a NASCAR team with Denny Hamlin, and his first driver will be Bubba Wallace. So my NASCAR fandom is back. I will be sporting MJ team merch.
There's gonna be Jumpman on NASCAR gear.
I'm wearing Jordan NASCAR gear, and I'm hitting all the races with the flu. If you know, you know. No rants. I've been pretty happy this month, and hopefully that continues into next month. Well, the Snapchat thing was a rant, but the rants have been dry, guys, because I'm, pretty happy at the moment.
Good.
You? Mental health all right?
Mental health is good.
As he cries behind his smile. Last thought, tune into Jags at home this Thursday versus Miami Dolphins. See you.
Joking.
You gotta chill.
Joking. It's a fun show.
We doubled our audience this past game.
Hell yeah.
So we're gonna try to do that again.
Raiders, let's go. 31-17. Las Vegas. Oh, I'm sorry. Vegas Strip over Bourbon Street.
Don't act like you're nice. Just
So
throw
chalk up another dub.
your W up there, but also throw your L in there for the Steelers. Yes, that's the show. That is the show. Make sure you subscribe to the Patreon because we'll be posting that episode later this week. Hopefully before
John Gruden's nice.
Thursday.
John Gruden win another championship this year?
Raiders. 2-0 if they win tonight. Make sure you share this show with your parents, friends, enemies. Rate and review us on iTunes. We read them. We appreciate them. Watch us on youtube.com/Dunn and Drew. You know the link tree. It's in the fucking bio. NFL preview show on the Patreon episode later this week. We love all of you. Come join the Discord. It's popping. We love you, Wiz. Good luck in your fantasy matchups this weekend. Me and Drew both got dubs. I'm 2-0. I'm nice. I'm finally nice. I ain't been nice since Cruise on Foster's Ryan, bitch.
What a dumb fantasy name. Cruise on Foster's Ryan. What's that mean?
Oh my God. That's how long it's been, guys. I had Victor Cruz, Arian Foster, and Matt Ryan.
Came up with the dumbest fucking name.
And I was nice.
Cruise on Foster's Ryan.
All right, guys. Have a good one. Wherever you're listening, however you're listening. This has been Dunn and Drew, baby.